Now, based off of these challenges, Microsoft came up with certain network connectivity principles. And Zscaler is the first security vendor to partner with Microsoft as part of their network partnership program and get certified as a vendor of choice to enable local internet breakouts in a more secure manner. And as part of those network connectivity principles, Microsoft has laid out few key aspects of how you connect your enterprises to Microsoft applications. So let's look into the first one. Microsoft announces its endpoints using certain endpoint URLs or through an API. It shares the information about domain name, wildcard domains, IP addresses, ports, protocols, and URLs. All that information is made available through the aka.ms/O365 IP portal, which is what every network operator needs to configure at each of your branch offices when you are breaking out the traffic. That means you need to optimize in terms of identifying this Microsoft traffic. So you have to use these categories and constantly update this information of what is shared by Microsoft in your outbound connectivity policies on those appliances on each and every branch office to identify the traffic and optimize the traffic from a connectivity standpoint. The second principle is around making sure you enable local egress points, which is nothing but how you egress your M365 traffic. So the recommendation there is always make sure your DNS is pointing towards something close to your user, not necessarily close to the data center from where you're centrally deploying your DNS infrastructure. So having that intelligent local egress enablement is very critical network principle. And the third network principle is around how you choose the traffic to egress your branch office from a transport perspective. Microsoft recommends to enable direct internet access from branch office rather than going through a hub and spoke architecture, because hub and spoke architectures do hairpin the traffic and increase the overall latency to reach to your Microsoft front doors. And most importantly, Microsoft strongly recommends not to break and inspect the SSL traffic. So they do recommend to avoid proxy functionality or any sort of next generation firewalling functionality and anything to do with security, because most of these applications, as I mentioned earlier, have moved from on-prem into cloud. That means the interworking of applications using MAPI and other sort of protocols would break if someone tried to SSL inspect them. And that would end up in a poor user experience and a lot of incidents for IT teams. So that's one of the strong recommendations from Microsoft, is to not break and inspect this SSL traffic from a connectivity principle perspective. So these are the four network connectivity principles which Microsoft recommends all their customers. And as I said, we being one of their partner of choice, the first security vendor who partnered with them to enable these principles into the platform to securely break out the traffic to internet.